If you came here expecting me to say it's time to buy ride stock, Lordstown motor stock, you must be new to the channel. Hey, at least it's not another stock market crash video, am I right? Though I probably am going to put one out. Well, I do want to keep this video short. I'm not going to get in too in-depth here, but I am going to give you my two biggest reasons on why I think ride stock, Lordstown Motors will be a failure. You know, my opinion has not changed on this. And then I'm going to give you statistical evidence that this has roughly a 92% chance of seeing sub $11 on this stock. Along with these very important statistical facts, be sure to stick around. I want to give you some very important information about my opinion. I also want to go into about a recent video I did on two stocks that I want to buy. One of them I've kind of changed my mind on. I'm still going to buy it, but I want to discuss that a bit. We're going to take a look at my accounts and just a quick overview of the market. Again, I probably will be doing a video, not necessarily whether or not the stock market's going to crash, just how I'm playing it. And most importantly, don't forget to smash that like button because you got to help us creators eat. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, I can lose money. Look at this. I'm down in all my accounts and it's bad. 2,400 for the day in the big account, 2,000 in the IRA. It's been like this a few days a week. I mean, that big account was up 40 grand at one point last week. Ooh, it sucks. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm about the big accounts, 70 grand in cash. I'm ready to scoopy some big deals. The market could use a pullback. I'm okay with this. Again, that's my plan. Do some options plays. It sucks in the small account. Started the small account beginning of October, put 2,500 in. I'm down to $90 on it. Ooh, that sucks, but I'm putting $250 in November and I'm going to keep on grinding. How you all doing out there? Let me know. Hit it up in the comments below. Are you bleeding, you hemorrhaging, or are you actually even just short the market and you're killing it right now? I'm not gonna lie, every time I hear the ticker symbol RIDE, I can't get the Dre song out of my head. But anyway, let's talk about it. Two big reasons why I think this stock's gonna fail. Number one, they don't have any technology. They don't have any real technology. The interview with Jack Spencer on his channel, he said they've got the sensors, and I've discussed it before, and you can see my videos. You know, the stock's going to zero. That's my opinion. I think the best case scenario I think they're actually playing for just trying to get bought out and trying to get paid. And I don't blame you. You know what? Like, anyone's got Rich Rebuild's number? Because I feel like if I could get that guy on the phone, we could put together a prototype and make $1 billion company overnight. And I'm not even kidding. Anyway, full self-driving. They don't have any technology or anything whatsoever to speak of when it comes to that. And to me, that just doesn't make sense. I know you all don't agree with that, but like, I really want to buy a Tesla, but I'm holding back right now because I'd rather just invest it in the market. But I really want to buy a Tesla, and the biggest reason is full self-driving. I think that's amazing. I can't think of anything better than having a full self-driving Tesla, but it goes deeper than that. I think within the next 10, 20 years, things like trucks, vans, it's going to be completely autonomous. There's going to be robots in there. That thing's going to drive. The robot's going to deliver packages on top of drones delivering packages. You're not even going to need that many people. Sure, they could add that on later or whatever, but the price doesn't reflect that now. And on top of that, they are not going to be first to market. They're talking about first to market. They're not going to meet their goals. There are going to be delays. And I can go on about that, and let's just go right into number two. Number two, they don't have a product, and I've heard people say they do, but they don't. They just have a prototype. A prototype is not a product. They have a prototype that they want to put on the assembly line and then start delivering. A product's not something until you start delivering, until someone can buy it. And unfortunately, I don't think they're going to meet any of their timelines. There's going to be tons of capital raises. And at the end of the day, I think it's going to take them years to be profitable. Tesla did it, and it took them years, and they have hands down the best manufacturing when it comes to automotives in the world. It's not even close. I remember reading an article a few years ago. It's like all these ICE companies are going to catch up to Tesla because they've been producing automobiles for so long. But you know what? That didn't come true because Tesla has hands down the best manufacturing and robots when it comes down to it. If you're not familiar with their single cast die, you should definitely look into it. It is a game changer. They continue to innovate with that. And hey, you don't have to listen to me because I'm not an expert. Go check out Sandy Munro. If you don't know who Sandy Munro is, definitely go YouTube that guy now. He is the Jesus of automotive. That guy knows it all. He's been in the business for decades, including working for Ford and etc. And you can even check out Stephen Mark Ryan on Solving the Money Problem, especially centered around videos where he has Sandy Monroe highlighted on there. The dude is amazing. I love Sandy. He's amazing. Seriously, check him out. Ask him. You know what stock he bought? He bought Tesla. He's not buying anything else, and he's not even a big stock guy. But he sees what Tesla's doing. He's like, boom, I gotta have that. Hey, you know what? Again, I will give my opinion, or I tell you why my opinion doesn't matter, and you can still invest in the stock. I have nothing against that, but I don't think it's going to work out too well for you. Now let's get into the reason or the statistical evidence on why there's a 92% chance this bad boy is going sub 11 bucks. So I don't know if you're familiar with the term gap fill, but a gap fill where there's a gap, where there's an up gap in the stock or a down gap in the stock, and we'll look at the ride, or we're going to have to look at DPHC because the ticker symbol just changed, but there's a statistical 91.4% chance that the gap will get filled, close to 92%. So let's take a look at the chart and see what that means. So again, it's just math. It doesn't mean it will happen, but you know what? Gun to my head, if I had to bet, I'm going to bet on the gap being filled because there's a 9 out of 10 times it's going to happen. So if we look at the daily chart for DPHC, we can see there's two major gaps here. We can go back to right here on 825. You can see there's a gap with a high the day before. On 825, a high of 455, and then the next day it gapped, and you can see the low of 1564. Right here is the gap, so that means there's a 92% chance that this stock will touch 1436 again. So there's a 92% chance this will go below 15. I think that's actually higher because I do think this stock is going to continue down, mostly just because this is a highly speculative stock in a market that's going down, and speculative stocks are going to take a beating more. Then if we go back, we got to go way back. And this isn't even March, right? So we got to go back to, because this is probably when the SPAC got announced. But this thing popped up from the 1045 high of 1045, and then the next day it gapped up, and there was a low of 1111. So this one, the math might be a little bit harder just because this gapped up on the SPAC being announced. That kind of plays with it a bit, but I do think this one has a much higher chance of being filled. So I think there's a really high chance that if you're looking to buy this stock, or if you're looking to buy more stock, I personally, if it were me and I'm not looking to buy the stock, if anything, I would short the stock. I think this would be a great stock to short if there wasn't such a high carrying cost. You can see that it's hard to borrow, and that means the cost to borrow, the interest you're going to pay is probably not worth it. But I think there is a very good chance that this goes sub below 15. That might be a good opportunity to buy. That might be even a good opportunity to sell a call spread if you want to do defined risk, or even do some put spreads later on as this dips. Hey, real quickly, as promised, I do want to talk about the recent video I did, some really important information on that. I want to get you up to date too. But before we do, don't forget to smash the like button. Come on, you got to keep us in business. You know, don't let your favorite creators go out of business. That like button, man, it's the biggest thing you can do to help us. Anyway, I did do a recent video. Definitely check this out wherever it pops up. I don't know. Even on if you have a TV, I don't even think it pops up there, but I'll link it down below. Anyway, two stocks I want to gamble on ahead of the election. CGC, it's a MJ stock. Definitely check that out. I like it a lot. I do want to go buy the Planet too. I just wish it wasn't OTC, you know? The other one was SBE. I'm really starting to get FOMO on that stock. I haven't bought it yet because I saw the market going down, and I'm just like, dude, this is a crazy growth stock. It's going to get hard. It is getting hit hard. I am still looking to buy in that, but in the video I said I was going to buy 100 shares on Monday. I haven't done it yet. I'm definitely still planning on getting in it. Just trying to time it a little bit better. See if it continues to pull back. Again, I'm heavy cash. I'm ready to rock and roll, baby. Locked and loaded. Let's do this. Hopefully you made it to the end of the video. I love you all. Let's continue to rock this. Rock the boat next week, and peace.